Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my top 5 cults of the Elder Scrolls. This list was suggested to me 11 months ago by Maddie Constantinides. So Maddie, if you're watching, I hope you're pleased with the list, and I apologize for shutting you down when you suggested it. Up at number 5, I have chosen the Cult of Emperor Zero. This cult was founded by Tiber Septim himself to worship Cullacane, the petty king of Falkreath and later Emperor Zero. Cullacane was hailed for his wisdom and courage. Unfortunately, before he was officially crowned, he was assassinated by a Nightblade from High Rock. Because of this, Tiber Septim, who was his general, organized a cult to worship his aspect. His aspect was shaped in the palace gardens of the Imperial Palace. 4. The Imperial Cult. The Imperial Cult is the most common religion across Tamriel and focuses on the worship of the 9 divines, or 8 divines by those following the White Gold Concordat. The divines include Talos, Arche, Akatosh, Mara, Kinnereth, Zenithar, Stendar, Julianos, and Dibella. Chapels dedicated to specific divines can be found across the continent, as well as priests who have devoted their lives to all of them or one in particular. The cult often frowns upon the worship of Daedra and its practices, and vigilants of Stendar actively hunt out were creatures, vampires, and other Daedra creatures and artifacts they consider abominations. The Imperial Cult is no doubt one of the most accepted and respected religions on Tamriel, and is therefore safe to worship almost anywhere. The concept of the 9 divines was rather foreign to Vardenfell, however, as the Dunmer there were used to worshipping their Daedra and tribunal gods. 3. Cult of the Ancestor Moth. The Elder Scrolls are said to have more power within them than the Aedra or Daedra themselves. The monks of the Order of the Ancestor Moth have made it their mission to read and discern these scrolls. Unfortunately, doing this, they doom themselves to blindness. The priests of the Order are able to read the scrolls through a ritual that involves the unique Ancestor Moths, from whom they also harvest silk for their garments they wear. They hope to harvest the knowledge from the scrolls that will aid them in deciphering the future and aiding the Emperor of Tamriel. Because of this, they are well respected throughout the continent. 2. The Dragon Cult. They were an organization of cultists and were some of the first immigrants to arrive on Tamriel from the continent of Atmora. The cultists received awesome and terrible power from the dragons in exchange for their obedience. The dragon priests terrorized the populace in order to obtain gifts, but did successfully create laws that established peace between humans and dragons. The great ruins of Labyrinthian were once the great city of Bromuar, which was believed to be the capital of Skyrim during the Dragon Cult's reign. The highest-ranking priests were believed to have convened here. Eventually, the people of Skyrim rebelled against the tyranny of the dragons and the cult, sparking the Dragon War. The cult buried the remains of fallen dragons in mounds with the belief that they would one day be resurrected by Alduin. Powerful dragon priests were buried in Nordic temples, where they would rise from the dead and terrorize the living. And for number 1, I have chosen the Mythic Dawn. Founded by Mankar Cameron, this cult was centered around the worship of the Daedric Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon. Dagon gifted Cameron with the Mysterium Xarxes, and with it he created his own plane of oblivion called Paradise. He used Paradise to gain followers, promising that by devoting their lives to Dagon, they would be greeted with nothing but decadence and comfort, when what really was in store for them was eternal suffering. The cult successfully murdered Uriel Septim VII and his sons in order to stop the dragon fires from burning and shatter the protection against oblivion. Unfortunately, they didn't realize that there was one more illegitimate heir, Martin Septim. The cult was successfully stopped by Martin and the hero of ChakaWhat, and stopped from rising again later in Skyrim by the Dragonborn. Fun fact, this cult is based off of a real-life cult, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which was founded in 1887 and devoted to the study of metaphysics, the occult, and paranormal activities. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing honey? You bet I do. Well, I believe in kissing honey when the moon is new.